Hey YouTube, in this video we're talking XL candy strategies to get it and the best way to grind it because it is very important in this in this new age of Pokemon Go now. So we're going to talk about that. Starting with the first thing, for those of you who are sort of new, what are XL candies and why are they important? And for this, we're just going to go through a history here. Let me make this a little smaller here. So I'm just going to showcase Aggron because this has got all four. So back in the day, you were only allowed to get to level 40, which means your sort of level and your Pokemon's level maxed out at level 40. So all you needed to do to get to level 40 was have the two things at the top here, dust and candies. So this is like level 17 right now. To power it all the way up to level 40 would have been there. 256 more candies, 235,000 dust. This would get it to level 40. So for everything that you needed for raids, for GBL, it was only level 40. A couple years ago now, they introduced level 50. So instead of just using these candy seeds at level 50, they introduced these little XLs. As you can see here, I have 387 here. They also introduced Mega Energy, which we're going to talk about Mega Energy in a minute here. But we'll just keep that to the side for now. So now if you actually wanted to get your Pokemon up to level 50, right? You had to still go to the level 40 there. And then any sort of additional powering up to get to the level 50 requires these XL candies. So it costs 296 candies, XL candies, always to get to level 50. It's the same for every Pokemon. So you need 296 XL candies to fully max out a Pokemon to level 50 now. So why is this important? Well, it is important because of this right here. First of all, if you want to have the strongest Pokemon for raiding, you need level 50 is where you go. But it's actually more important for GBL because one, you cannot really compete in Master League without XLs. And in Great League and Ultra League, as you're going to see here, there's a lot of Pokemon that require XLs to be in the top, right? Great League, we have this new Pokemon Carbink. Medicham is a staple. Lickitung is a great safe swap. Sableye is a staple safe swap. Bastiodon with its bulk, being able to wall flyers. Wofet and Diggersby, you don't see them as much as Azumarill, right? But you see it a lot more in the Ultra League. The Ultra League is chock full with XLs. Registeel, Pidgeot, Steelix, Jellicent is the top one, Double, Scrafty, Galarian Stunfisk, Meganium, Clefable, Defenseoxys, right? You're starting to get into a lot of XL Pokemon here. So you need XL candies to compete in basically Great League, Ultra League, Master League, and to do well in raids. So the question is, how do you get them? So that is what we're going to start with right now. So the first thing is, I talked about ignoring Mega Evolutions. Let us talk about Mega Evolutions. So Mega Evolutions are these candies that, let me actually just go to my, so you can search, once you can, I think there's a tag here. Yeah, so there's a Can Mega Evolve tag right here. So how do you get Mega Candy? You have to do raids to get them. So a lot of these Pokemon will have Mega Raids. You finish the raid, you just get the normal version of the Pokemon, but you get like anywhere between 100 to 200 Mega Candy. With that candy, you can Mega Evolve them. So what does Mega Evolving do? So if you go to here are all the ones that I've maxed out already. So let me just give you an example with one of these. Let's just go with Pidgeot. So you click this Mega Evolve button here, and it does three things. So first thing it's going to do is it's going to power it up substantially. So you're seeing it's a 2400 Pidgeot right here. And then when you Mega Evolve it, it's going to go to a 4100 plus Mega Pidgeot. So on just the surface alone, having a super strong bulking up like this will allow you to compete in raids better, right? That's the first thing. The second thing is, if you look at the I don't know what bonuses, it says right there, Mega Evolution bonuses. When your Pokemon is evolved, Mega Evolved, it has enhanced catch candy bonus. So just like the normal candies, it boosts your ally attack and raids. Great. But here's one big one, excellent Candy XL chance. So what that means is if you're out hunting Pokemon and you want XL candies for normal Lickitung, because Pidgeot is a normal, half normal, you will have an excellent candy XL chance of getting XL candy on your Lickitung that you catch. So one strategy for gaining XL candy is to Mega Evolve Pokemon with the same typing of the Pokemon that you are grinding. So this works a lot better during like spotlight hours, community days. So there's going to be have they announced a Politoed community day or whatever? There's going to be a water community day. Plus, like, there's a Blastoise. There's a Blastoise community day coming up, right? So if I want to get the most Blastoise XL candy, which I think I already have enough. Yeah, I've already at $2.99. But I would evolve a Gyarados. I would evolve a Swampert. I would evolve the Blastoise, and that would allow me to get the most XL candy. So this is a great strategy for raids, for everything, for just catching Pokemon in general. And if you're going to catch like legendary Pokemon in raids, if you can have, I don't have any yet. I'm working on like my dragon ones. So if you can evolve like a dragon Pokemon, you'll get like sort of better chance of XL candy in the raid. So that is the first way to better get XL candy. The second way is walking buddies and excited buddies. So right now I have Double as my buddy because I am trying to get XL candies for it because it is a hundo and I need 296 candies for Ultra League for it. So as you can see, it's my buddy. It takes 3 kilometers and you get just a regular candy and a chance for an XL candy when you hit that 3 kilometer threshold. There is a sort of rule of thumb that I think the name right now says 29. I believe it's above 29 because I think the rule of thumb is if you're going to walk your buddy, make it above level 31, 32, because that is when you have the best chance of an XL candy drop. So if it's above level 31, 32, and you hit the 3 kilometers here walking, you will get a candy and you will likely get an XL candy. So walking your buddies is the best way to get candies for these Pokemon. Each Pokemon have different kilometers. So 3 for Double is very, very small. I walked Lickitung. Lickitung is 5, and unfortunately, sorry, I just see my screen messing up there. Unfortunately, legendaries are 20 kilometers, right? So it's not super efficient to walk legendary Pokemon, and I probably wouldn't. I would focus on walking those that are going to be relevant in Great League and Ultra League, that you sort of need candies for, or you need a best buddy for. So because Double level 50 is actually below the threshold. So the next question is, what is there a secret to getting? I talk about excited buddies. So when your buddy is excited, which you can either do for Poffin or the cheat here that I'm going to teach you. When it's excited, it only takes half the distance to get the XL candy, right? So instead of walking 3 kilometers, you only need to walk 1.5. So that's why you try and get your buddy excited. So Puffins are the one way to get them excited automatically. The second way is to do this sort of, it's not a cheat, but it's making your buddy happy over a few hours, and that will get them excited. So the first thing you do, I mean, if you're lucky enough to have one of these green things, open it up because that is one. So basically what I do is I go and I feed my buddy 3 berries. It does not matter which one you feed him. Just feed the 3 berries. That will get him a feeding heart. So 1, 2, 3. You'll see the heart come up here. He's joined you and you get the heart, and you need them to join you for the walking. Next, I click the picture button. That's 2 hearts, which it will register after. You kind of spin his head a little bit there, and that's a plane. So that is 3. So you're going to see 4 hearts already. Giving your buddy the treat, playing together, taking a snapshot, and then the bonus. What I do next is I go to battle. I have it right now just in the Ultra Leagues. Oh, I don't have them in the Ultra League right now. I guess I messed it up. But you put them in. You put them into any slot, and anyone. It works for Great League, Ultra League, or Master League. You put it into its slot, and you battle. And you don't need to finish the battle. You just need to go in and essentially quit immediately, which I will do here. So I will quit, and that will get me my 5th heart. So it's starting to get happy. It's starting to get happy. Oops. It will give me my 5th heart, I swear. What? Come on. Let me try that again. I'll throw a 1 move this time. You should get the heart automatically. I don't know why I did not. That's the game. That is not me. So I'll just throw, because you're allowed to quit. I've done this multiple times. So I'll just throw 1 move and quit. That's fine. Good effort. Okay, thank you, thank you. Oh, see, it was delayed. So that you can just do that 3 times and get 3 hearts. And you can see in the top right corner, my buddy's getting very happy. So now you have 2 options. There is a cooldown, and the cooldown is done by 2 things. You either walk 2 kilometers, and that will give you a heart at the top here. And as soon as you get the heart, you can then do what I'm going to say to do again. Or if you're just stuck at home, you set a timer for 30 minutes. Once the 30-minute timer is up, you do those same 4 things I just showed you. You only need to feed your Pokemon 1 berry, right? So after 30 minutes, you go in, you feed your Pokemon 1 berry, you play with it, you take a snapshot, and you battle with it. And again, you won't get any more hearts for the playing or the snapshot, but you will get another one for the battle. And then you do the same thing. You set a timer for 30 minutes and you do it again. And you set a timer for 30 minutes and you do it again. And once you're on that 4th round, your buddy gets excited. And what that does was that will now make the 3 kilometers 1.5. So what I often did for my Lickitung was, because it's a 5 kilometer, I would get it to like 4.8, 4.9 kilometers. And then I would get it excited, because that would reduce the 5 kilometers to 2.5. Because you're already at 4.8, you would get the candy, an XL candy, and then I would like walk it a little bit to get the second XL candy, because you only need like 0.2 to get the next one, right? So that is how I maximize that, and that's how you can maximize these Pokemon that you need them for. So which Pokemon should you focus on? Again, just focus on the ones that you have. Like I'll show you the ones that I have like a best buddy for tag. Like, see, I'm close for it on there. So there's 2 things you can do for buddies. A lot of these, because XL Master League Open, there's no restrictions, right? It's level 51 with best buddy. So you should probably start best buddying all your legendary Pokemon that are hundos that you want to battle with. But then we go down here, like Medicham, Lickitung, Sableye, my Grimer, these couple like Umbreon, Pidgeot, that it's not here right now, but Umbreon, Pidgeot, G-Fisk for Ultra League, because I needed the XL candies to get them to 50, and I need the best buddy tag. So these are just examples of Pokemon that you can do. Again, there's other Pokemon on here that you see that don't need a best buddy tag, like Lucario, Bastiodon, Lurantis don't need the best buddy tag, but I just needed the XL candy, and I just kind of became best buddies with them over time while grinding for XL candies. So that is how you should walk your buddy and get them excited to get the XL candies faster. The other one is trading. It's very easy right now. So they guarantee trades if you trade a Pokemon. So the rule in general outside of the season is if you trade a Pokemon that are caught within over 100 kilometers of each other, it's a guaranteed XL trade. For this season, they made it guaranteed trade candies no matter the distance. So if you have a partner or someone in the household that plays, you catch a Pokemon, I catch a Togedemaru, they catch one, we trade, I will get the guaranteed XL candy on this. So what I always do is, you're going to see here, like you're going to see Snorlax, I'm assuming this is not a hundo. So Snorlax, Scyther, Togedemaru, Chanseys, Lickitungs, Onix, like stuff for like Metang, for Metagross, Wooloos, Sableyes. These are things that you need XL candies for. So always have them in keep the Pokemon that you want XL candies for, and either trade them now during the season where you get guaranteed XL candies, or trade them with people over 100 kilometers away. I mean, you can't do that, but find people that have Pokemon over 100 kilometers away that you can trade them with. And there's an easy tag for this. So right now you can just do if you want it, like right now it doesn't matter. Like, so if I go like distance 10, this will show me anything within 10 kilometers of me. But if you want to do it the alternate way, if you want to see like, okay, I want a long distance trade stuff, you go distance 100 minus. And this shows me all the Pokemon that I have that are outside 100 kilometers. That I some of these are already traded, but some of these that I can get for long distance, right? So Hatches in Hamilton. Again, a lot of these will be Hamilton when I'm back at home. That makes sense. Hamilton, Hamilton, Hamilton. So there's some Hamilton. Some probably these are like raids that I do, remote raids, right? Qatar. So some of these are remote raids. Did a few there, quite a lot there. Australia, right? So that is how you can find which Pokemon are over 100 kilometers away for that. So yes, keep everything that you need XLs for and trade them away. XL candies. So there are, so you saw on the Aggron, it has 387 XL candies. You basically get XL candies in 3 ways. Like, I guess sort of 3 ways that I already talked about, like walking the Pokemon, trading the Pokemon, and catching just Pokemon, right? So I haven't traded any of these. I've just caught them a bunch. So with Pokemon that are in the wild a lot, you do not need to worry too much about XLs, because between the catching, through the Mega Evolution, the walking of buddies if you want, and the trading, you will, for the most part, eventually get the XLs. Once in a while, they drop the actual XL candies in raids. So I have 77 XL candy, rare XL candies right now, right? So I can use what I want with them. I would suggest you only use these on 2 types of Pokemon. The first, actually 3 types of Pokemon. You can do them on legendaries if you think a legendary is not going to come back soon, right? Like I've already used like 20 on Zacian because I want, it has like 236. Like I think it'll eventually come back, so I think I can get like 60 the next time it comes back, but I've used like 20 on it. If there's other Pokemon that you don't think are going to come back soon, you can use it on that. Where most people use it are mythical, right? Not the Genesect, not the Defense Deoxys, like the Meloettas, where I only have 4 right now, because you can only get 1 Meloetta. So the only way you're going to evolve this is if you walk it a million times, right? Or you use these XL candies. So Meloetta, Mew, Victini if you want, stuff like that. Or there's also, yeah, so I think these are probably the Pokemon that most people spend these XLs on. If you have a ton of, they're pretty rare, right? I do a decent amount of raids. The drop is pretty rare for the XLs. I got a bunch recently from the Go Battle Day, which I told you guys about. Go watch that video of why how I got it and why I got it. So from that perspective, I think these are pretty rare that I'm using them on legendary Pokemon that I don't think are going to be around anymore, or I just need like a couple more to get there, or I'm using them on mythical. So that was how I would prioritize that. And the last thing is that I'm going to talk about is Pinap and transferring, because I don't know about you guys, I get Pinaps like crazy. So I'm at like 275 and I use them. I use like every single Pokemon I catch, right? And this is what I'm going to show you why. So on the base catch, you get 3, right? If you use a Pinap, you get, so 3 just candies. If you use a Pinap, you will get 6 here, right? So catch it. And it's a normal typing, so you're going to see 2 things here. So you're just perfect. This is, I didn't even plan this. You saw 2 things though. So if this was without a Mega Evolution, that would have been 6 candies and 100 dust and unlikely an XL candy. But because I have Pidgeot Mega Evolved and Pidgeot is a normal typing, I got a 2 candy bonus and an XL bonus, right? So that is why you Mega Evolve, because you get stuff like that. So with that, I mean, Zigzagoon had a community day, so you don't need to worry about that. If I did not have 1,266 XL candies, you will see I have 7,682 candies. Now, the conversion rate is terrible. It is, but if you wanted, you can do 100 candies to get 1 XL candy. So again, it doesn't matter in this situation because they had a community day, so I have a ton for both. But if I wanted to, I could spend 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, I can get 10 XL candies for spending 1,000. And if you have 700, 682, that's a good way to do it. So what I actually have done for Vulpix, because Vulpix was just out in the fire event, and I've already got an A9 for Great League and Ultra League, and I've already got a Ninetales for Great League. I want a Ninetales for Ultra League. It's not great, but it's fun. So I need like 296 XL candies, right? Right now I only have 265, but I pineapped everything, so I have 914. I really don't need those 914, so I will probably go like, let's just go 4 for now. And then you convert it, so you'll lose the 400 candies there, but you gain 4 XL candies, and that brings you closer. So my strategy is to always pinap, if you can, any single Pokemon that you eventually need XL candies for. Because if they're in the wild enough and you catch them enough, like it's gonna be tougher. It's gonna be tougher for Pokemon like that aren't in the wild as much, like Lickitung and stuff like that. But if you do get Pokemon that have been in the wild, and like let's say Sableye was just in the wild, and I probably used a few on there, right? Yep. Look at how many Sableye candies I have. 1685, and it's not in the wild a bunch. That's just pineapping it when available. I already have 1 XL Sableye. I want to think about a potential one for a Shadow. So I will spend 5, 6 XL candies here, or 600 candies there. Doesn't even barely dent all those candies, but I got 6 more XL candies, which are very rare, right? So that is how I would use the Pineapps to maximize XLs. So those are the different strategies you can use. In terms of priorities, so Mega Evolution, I'm just going through the list here. For Mega Evolution, you need to ideally get them to the top level, which is Mega 3. So as you can see here are all my Mega 2s. I'm working on them. This Groudon has 7 more days to go. Basically what I do, you can do this one of 2 ways. If you don't have a ton of candies, like I have 533 for Primal Groudon, which is not bad. Let me just go for this one, Gardevoir. Gardevoir I only have 220, so I don't want to spend it like doing like 15, 20 each day. So what I do is I just let it go down all the way to 0. How many more days do I have here? I have 6. And then after 6, I will now Mega Evolve this when the timer runs out, because it usually takes like 4 or 5 days. And then the timer will come up. So if you Mega Evolve it right now, let me just show you. Let me just give you an example. So if I Mega Evolve it right there now, it will now add one there, so it's only 5 more days. If I wanted to Mega Evolve something else that is low here. Okay, the bunny has this. So I'm just gonna Mega Evolve this just to get the daily in here. When we go back to the Gardevoir, it'll reset the energy that it costs to Mega Evolve. So it costs now, if I wanted to Mega Evolve it again, it costs 20, and there's a 5-day cooldown period. And you can only get this, just FYI, you can only move the needle on this once per day. So can I use these 20 to Mega Evolve again if I need to? Yes. Will it move from 5 to 4 now? No. You have to wait till another day. But for me, if you're not in a rush to actually get them to the top level, I just will wait this 5-day cooldown period. 4 days, 23 hours. I will wait for that rest period because this will go down from 20 to 0. And then I'll evolve there, and then I will have a bunch of XLs, Megas that I can then pick based on what I'm seeing. Again, waters, fires, poisons, grass, steels, ice, normal, bug, right? So I've got options there. Walking, like I said, prioritize based on what you prioritize. This is how I'm a free to play player. I get those 50 coins every day. You walk Pokemon that you think are important to you to get the XLs for. Again, I don't love the strategy of walking legendary Pokemon, because I think you can better maximize all these other XL Pokemon in Great League and Ultra League as opposed to using Master League. I think Master League, the best way right now, honestly, is in person, is going with the Mega Evolution of the same typing of the legendary Pokemon that you're catching. In person, 3 guaranteed drop plus the 3 minimum is 6 minimum. If you have mega evolutions and are lucky, you can get some 7, 8 like XLs per raid. Trading is an obvious one. Just keep everything, and the trading works. The trading works with legendaries too, right? So how I'm getting some of these, I'll do a raid for like get like 6 to 8 XLs in person, and then I will trade that to get another one. So you can trade legendaries as well. That is a good way to get legendary ones. Yeah, so you sometimes get XL candies from these raids, rare, but sometimes. Plus you get them from not tasks, but like some of these like these things, like these events sometimes drop them. And then, like I said, Pinap and transferring the ones you have. So that is my strategy for XL candies. And that is how I, as a free-to-play player, have a ton of XL Pokemon, right? Because I'm a free-to-play player, like as most of you know. That's why it keeps going. So if you look at my, look at here, I've got like a level 49.5 Jellicent, a level 49.5 Steelix. This Vulpix is level like 50, I'm pretty sure. Trevenant is, I know it says 40 there, it's like 45. Scrafty is at 50. So there's so many I have in there. So many I have in Ultra League, and same thing with Great League. I've walked, I have the main ones are, I have Bastiodon XL at level 46. I have Azumarill at 49 or 45 there. I have Sableye, which is down here. I have Metacham at 50. So that is how I, as a free-to-play player, grind these XLs, because it's basically the only ways you can do it. Anyways, that's a lot of talking. If there is some other XL strategy that I don't know about, please let me know. But I think these are pretty much all of them that I'm using based on, I've been playing since 2018, but again, XLs have not been around since 2018. They've only came in the last couple of years, but I'm pretty sure these are all the strategies you can use. But if I miss one, please let me know and I'll pin it in the comments. Anyways, that's it. Appreciate watching. Stay tuned. Tomorrow we will showcase our first Retro Cup team. So thanks for watching. I'll see you guys then.